All right, good morning. Welcome in. Out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Your team's playing SEC baseball this weekend. And Ole Miss is at home against the Texas A&M Aggies. Holy moly. Texas A&M Aggies, number one in the country. Mississippi State on the road, Fayetteville, Arkansas. And they will take on the mighty Arkansas Razorbacks at number 3. So Ole Miss plays number 1, Mississippi State plays number 3 on the road. And we mentioned earlier all the teams in the top 20 and top 25 as far as should we spin the wheel? I don't know. I think we should spin the wheel in about 10 or 15 minutes if people want to jump on our YouTube channel, search Out of Bounds Sports, because I see all kinds of giveaways. Golden Moon Hotel. Give it a spin. What do you think? I elevated it a little bit. I put it on a box.
I saw that, man. I liked it. I like it. It's going to help me out a lot with this angle. I got a great shot for it, too. So it's
sweet.
It looks really nice.
All right.
I like it. It's big time.
So they can comment on it live and just say, hey, or hey, Bo, or hey, Jackson, or what's up, OOB. And that's how you enter. And you could win. And then we'll pick and we don't usually do it this early. I know a lot of you are driving. So we're going to test this out. It's usually at the earliest an 8:15 deal. 8:30, 9:15, 9:30, but we'll see how it goes.
You don't want people commenting while they're divvying diving all the way through I-20 and I-55?
No, but if you're stopped at a stoplight.
You got all day.
Or you're already at work, or you're walking in the neighborhood, or you're in the carpool line and you're stopped, you can go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports, and comment. You can tell us, your prediction on the Ole Miss Rebels football, or if Bianco is staying or going.
11-1.
Mississippi State's picked next to last. So if you could ever be a surprise team, Mississippi State could be in 2024. Or what MSU can do in baseball, or you can just say, hey, Bo, hey, Jackson. But we are on the cameras, and we're on YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. And I may should put on these shades from Key City. How about that? Key City brought us some sunglasses.
They brought the heat.
I know. They brought the heat, baby. But anyway, on this deal, we've got all kinds of giveaways. Dancing Rabbit Golf Club, Golden Moon, bar kits, swag bags, and so on. Remind me after the show, I got to get our guys who won the March Madness Bracket Challenge their stuff.
All right.
Do we need to flip on the air who gets the Kona Big Wave?
I would, yes.
Okay.
Need proof.
Yeah.
I'd want proof.
I don't know either, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be, and nor would I be,
biased.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not flipping the coin a certain way?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I got to find a coin. I think I've got some change underneath the bar. A quarter or something.
Yeah.
But we may need to do that at like 8 or 8:15.
You need an out of bounds quarter.
I know, that'd be cool.
Like a little golf marker.
I have some golf markers maybe back in that right room.
I like that.
But I don't know for sure if I have them or if I took them all home for my son.
It's one with that.
Somebody gave me a bunch of stuff, and it was golf swag like that, some golf markers, and I gave them to him. I had some Live Lucky ones, the ones they give out at the Bower Lodge.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they are. I misplaced them. Those were my favorite. Blue and white.
Yeah,
really cool.
If you had one of that with that microphone on it.
Now that would be cool. That microphone's cool.
Top thing rules.
Yeah. So if you want to watch the show, you can go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. That's our channel. And comment on it. There's a place where you can comment on it live. Just say, hey, that's how you enter.
I'll respond.
And we'll find somebody, Jackson. If we get some people in the next 10 or 12 minutes, we'll pick somebody and we'll spin the wheel.
I love it.
Spin the wheel. Already see an Ole Miss fan that's done on the text line. And I understand your frustration. You're in a tough spot with all the success that Mike Bianco has had and the national championship that was kind of out of no. I mean, you knew. I don't know if it was. I mean, you had a very talented team. It just left the grid for a while, and then it got hot, and then it won it. But he's been, this was a school that did not care about baseball ever, and Mike took the job, and it was perfect timing. Mike was hungry. Dan McDonnell was hungry. And they went out on the road in 01-23, and they got after it. They recruited their tails off. And how they didn't win it in 04-05. Let's see. I did a remote from the library in 04 before I think I'm getting this right, before the Texas Regional with Coach Kessinger and Jake Gibbs. And so it was like back to back to back super regionals, Texas, Miami, and somebody else, maybe Virginia. Those Ole Miss teams were loaded. Ole Miss's ballpark played to hitting bombs. Mike and Dan McDonnell recruited to that. And the rest is history. And during that time, Mississippi State wasn't good at baseball. Ron Polk came back. He and his staff didn't recruit, and you got those results. So the timing, Bianco dominated Polk for that. Well, I don't even know how long that was, maybe a 7-year stretch. And Cohen flipped it. The bottom line is, as we talk about all the time, I was talking to a friend about this last week. John Cohen modernized your college baseball program because it operated like it was 1978. And Mike Bianco took advantage, but didn't quite punch his ticket as much as people wanted to the College World Series, but lived in regionals and super regionals. Eventually would go to the CWS in 2014 and win it in 2022. And now you just get the sense that it's kind of the end is here. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know what Keith Carter and Mike Bianco decide. Keith has got such job security that Keith could actually run it back with Bianco because Keith hired Lane Kiffin. And football drives everything. And Lane's winning big, and the university's making money off of it. So Keith actually has the chips, so to speak, and you want as many chips as you can get in life and business. Keith could run it back, believe it or not, even with all the hand-wringing, and everything else that would happen. But you just get the sense that maybe they're going to get a deal done, that Mike doesn't want to go out on a year 3 in case that happens of losing because he's won so much. So maybe they find a number that everybody can live with. Mike's made a fortune. He's got a ton of state retirement. If he wants to work again, he can. And, who knows? I mean, Mike to me is just a ball coach. I mean, to me, he doesn't do a whole lot else, and I don't know that. But Mike is so intense, so serious, lives and breathes. It's done an amazing job, built Ole Miss into a really good baseball program. Again, didn't quite get the CWS appearances that you wanted, but still made spring relevant in Oxford. Because nobody cared in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s as far as Ole Miss baseball. I'd like to hear, your thoughts on the Ag Up Equipment text line, 601-885-3776, or you can comment on our YouTube channel. Search Out of Bounds Sports, and by commenting live, you enter to possibly win something really cool like a night at the Golden Moon or a couple rounds of golf at Dancing Rabbit. I don't even know what else we have.
Maybe an autograph.
Oh, autographed baseballs.
I was talking about one of ours.
Oh, yeah. You should. What would you say? So Blake thought it was hilarious when I would sign an empty beer can.
Oh, I love that.
And we would give it to a listener.
That's hilarious. That's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And he also liked it when we gave away a bag of air. And I would sign the brown bag too.
Big fan of that.
He just thought that was the best thing ever.
Well, yeah, of course he did.
So
Yeah, is that an option on the? Is it an option on the wheel?
I think I took it off. It was so obnoxious. Hang on.
It is, and it isn't. But I understand. I mean,
Autograph bag of air. It's on there.
It's on there. Okay, good.
Yeah, autograph bag of air's on there.
I knew he wouldn't let you take it all the way off, or he would sneak it back in if he needed to.
Basically, he would make this big funny ordeal. He would carry the bag around the room. He'd go, all right, it's full of air, and then close it up, and then I'd sign it.
I like that.
Yeah.
How many bags of air did you give away?
A few.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We can give away one this morning.
How was it received?
People thought it was funny.
Okay, good. All right, yeah. So so we do have hope in this world with humor.
Yeah,
okay.
We do have hope with humor.
Okay. Thankfully.
This guy says he's from a 228 number on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I'm an Ole Miss baseball season. Whoa, they're coming in. Hang on. Let me find this one again. Hang on. All right. I'm an Ole Miss baseball season ticket holder, and I've never been one to call for change, but the tides have turned. It's a new game in the college world with the advent of transfer portal and NIL. So some type of change has to be made. That's a new coaching regime or the way they do things in terms of recruiting, because Ole Miss has missed the mark the last 3 seasons on their recruiting. So that's a season ticket holder from the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Steven says they're not going to fire Coach Bianco. Won money. Last year was bad due to injury. This year, if you look at the team, they're young. If you're going to fire him over a couple of bad seasons, you have to look at why. Number 5, he built Ole Miss baseball. So Stephen S. says what I said about a month ago, and that SEC insider hit got crushed when I talked about Bianco and Lamonis, and we cut it out. And I said, look, they're not going to get fired because of the money on the line. Now, but if Bianco agreed to a settlement, they could come to. Now, I don't think Keith Carter's just going to do a straight buyout of everybody, Bianco and the 2 assistants. That's pretty pricey. Okay. But and look, most people don't give a discount, and I don't blame them. Corporate America wants you to work for little to nothing. Right. And so, would Bianco be willing to settle for like 50% on the dollar? I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I have no idea. Negative. But after last night's loss to Murray State, we'll see. They basically have to sweep if not sweep 5 of 6 the next 2 weekends, even with their RPI, I think, to get in. Maybe I'm wrong. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone, and we are brought to you by Eye Care Professionals and Dr. Kirk Jeffries. If you need cataract surgery, call Eye Care Professionals today and Dr. Kirk Jeffries. Eye Care Professionals, Dr. Kirk Jeffries for cataract surgery. 2 locations on Lakeland Drive, 1 in Jackson and Flowood, Belmead. Jackson Meadows, Bo Bounds with you. Hope you're doing well. Mississippi State is going to go to the postseason. Lamonis is going to make it, at least for another year. And Mississippi State fans are excited about it. Last weekend was crazy. The crowds were nuts. They were into it. They took 2 or 3 from Alabama. Now they go on the road to face the mighty, mighty Arkansas Razorbacks, number 3 in the country right now. Arkansas is number 3. They have had an amazing year. So let me give that to you. They're 40-9. Their strength of schedule is 17. Mississippi State is 32-16, and their strength of schedule is 18. Yeah.
That is brutal. I know. I remember asking this probably a couple of years back. At this point in time, the SEC was not as deep in football, or not as deep in baseball as they were in football. They're deeper now, right? Well, with Texas and Oklahoma, I may have to retract that.
No. They're way more deeper in baseball than they are in football. First of all, last year in football was a super down year across the league.
Sure.
All you have to do is look at the college football playoff.
Right.
and who won it and so on. And we had a bunch of teams that were usually good that, or at least pretty good, that were not good. So yes, SEC baseball is a lot deeper than SEC football. Could that change? Yeah, I don't think to the extent we just said there was 8 teams in the top 19.
Yeah, that's
and 10 in the top 25
a little
in baseball. Whew. And the first 3 teams, 1, 2, and 3, and number 5, are all SEC teams.
Now
A&M, Kentucky, Arkansas, then Clemson, then Georgia. 4 of your 5 are SEC teams in baseball.
We've had years like that in football, but not, oh, man. There have been years where they've dominated. They put about 6 in the top 10 pretty easily. I'll find them. I know it for a fact.
Okay.
I know for a fact.
Okay.
It may not have ended that way, which,
Well, you're talking about like rankings like October 1.
Yeah, those don't even count.
No, they don't.
They don't even count. Yeah, you're right.
No.
When are they going to adjust when they put out those rankings?
Well, the AP and the coaches do theirs early. The college football playoff doesn't do theirs until whatever it is, 8 weeks into the season.
Yeah, but don't you think that those early polls have a little impact?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So they're picking the best teams regardless.
Yes.
I don't know.
The AP and coaches poll have 0. First of all, they're both. A lot of that is a joke.
Oh, it is.
But as we've said for years, look, we were all fooled coming out of World War II until we got into this model the last 10 years, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You can throw all that away.
Right.
As far as the way, it was. Let me ask you this. In 1970, a guy who's a college football writer is watching the Michigan-Notre Dame game in late September, and he's an AP voter. But that's the only game he gets to see that day because you can't. There's not TV. What are we doing? So you just look at the final results from that day, and then you vote on it on Sunday, and you call it in.
Shut up.
Yeah,
No
you
way.
called in your vote. You
No.
called in your top 25 in 1970.
Yeah. You're telling me that you would pick up the phone, you would literally dial it up and call somebody and
They eventually faxed it once they rolled those out, but you called in your top 25 vote.
Who's taking those votes?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
guess
tough
somebody
one, man.
in New York at an AP office.
Do you set that on an intern? No.
No, because I think they're putting the paper together on a Sunday. I mean, the Sunday paper's already gotten put out, but they're getting ready to put the Monday paper on. And that was back when companies and like the Associated Press was staffed to the nines. I mean, they had too many people. I mean, all these companies had too many people in 1970.
So they
it was
had
just
a vote
layers
counter.
and layers and layers of administrative bureaucracy. That's obviously been cut out through one, somewhat efficiency, 2, corporate greed. Does that make sense?
It does.
All right. The Out of Bounds Show is driven by your next Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan Rogue, Canon Nissan in Jackson. Canon Nissan in Jackson. All new body styles. The Canon Nissan Pathfinder, which is super sharp. And then the Rogue is the crossover with amazing gas mileage, driven by Canon Nissan in Jackson. Have we had anybody comment?
Oh, I should probably look at that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to do over here? Okay, word.
Well, the only way that we can do it later. It doesn't matter to me.
I was just wondering.
But the only way that I can spin the wheel is for you to tell me somebody's name.
Oh, Lord.
Like Craig.
I got like
Sheila. David.
Okay, I should probably get on this.
Samantha.
You mean to rattle off the names that have hit us?
Well, just give me one so that we can say so-and-so wins whatever So we want people to go to YouTube.
Yes.
Search Out of Bounds Sports. That's our channel. We're about to spin the Tito's Vodka prize wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have a Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary at Aplos on late Saturday morning and order some Greek wings. Now, so you got to give me a name.
Yeah.
Like Molly.
Okay.
And I can spin the wheel and they either win a bag of air or something that's probably the coolest thing we have on here. Cooler than this hotel room. Bar swag, autographs, rounds of golf.
All right, I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
Give me Marcus.
Is this for Marcus?
Marcus.
All right, we're about to spin. Go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports, and we're going to see what Marcus wins.
All right. No way. Oh, I thought it hit autograph back of it.
Oh, it was. Oh, man. He almost won an autograph, but he got a Y'all Lifestyle swag.
Oh, that's a close one, too. That's good.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, so Marcus is a winner. Do we have another one?
We got plenty of
All right, hold on. Let me write this down.
Yeah. We should probably do that.
Let me write this down because.
Sounds intellectual.
Well, I don't know if intellectual is what I'm looking for, but we do need to know who won and who didn't. So Marcus is a winner. Y'all Lifestyle swag. We may add some things to that. And thank you, Marcus, for watching on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. We love you. Do I have somebody else?
Yeah, heck yeah. We got Christian.
Christian.
How about that?
Okay. All right. Let me take a sip of coffee.
Yeah.
Woo. Man, you don't drink coffee, do you?
No.
I got you a Sprite earlier.
I retired coffee.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
All right, here we go.
Well, it's probably a lot better.
Tito's Vodka Prize Wheel. Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue gift card. B3, baby.
That's a heater.
Honey, butter, chicken, biscuit.
Big time.
Brought to you by Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue. Dogwood, Flowwood, new location, Brandon and Madison. Honey, butter, chicken, biscuit. Jackson knows how good it is. He just had one a couple weeks ago. Who was that we just... Oh, Christian. Christian and B3. All right. Do we want to do one more?
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
All right, we got 60 seconds. Let's go. Give me a name. Richard. Tito's swag bag.
All right.
For Richard. 3 winners. We still got to, I've got to flip a coin on our 2 March Madness winners. I've got to flip a coin to see who gets the Kona. Big Wave. Liquid Aloha cooler. We'll find something else super awesome for whoever doesn't get it. But I got to flip I can't remember the guys' names. I got to search in my email. We are the Out of Bounds Show. We're brought to you by the Mississippi State College of Business. Over $2 million in scholarships available next year. Top research institution in the state of Mississippi, presented by the Mississippi State University College of Business. Tour it this month.